Harry is nesting rigorously. It's all freshly painted white, assigned, aligned and compartmentalised. Drop-down lighting fixture with a bulb, no lampshade, not necessary. He recycles everything, saves the environment. He owns 4 shirts, saves overthinking. He takes long steps, saves time. There are no door handles, just drawer dividers, marble surfaces. Harry turns on the hoarder next door and is violently sick at the sight of it. A living room packed full of shit, mountains of clutter, of pencil shavings, 107 biscuit tins without a lid, bric-a-brac, stacks of commit, can't quit, hold me close. I've got to keep this, says the owner. I've got to keep this because it was my daughter's and it smells of her, producing a toilet brush flecked with life. Harry's deleted all of the channels, just stripped it back to this one, so this is it. All he's got for entertainment, this is it, the start. It's exhilarating and I feel fulfilled holding it. The TV audio whispers. Up, TV off, to the soft spring drawer. Harry takes out an old present labelled to him. He tears open the paper and, before politely acknowledging the gift, throws it into the pre-prepared bin bag. Attentively, he removes the sellotape from the remaining wrapping and smooths it out across the floorboards. It is mustard yellow, with minuscule sailing boats positioned close enough to crash. They float without the mandatory water. The boats defy laws, world champions at competitions no one can see. The scene is unavoidable. Limbs splay out on underused floorboard. Fictional water asks questions like, how much? He arches his back, the mast, lays his arms out either side, the mainsail and the headsail, lolls his tongue out, the rudder, and he moves like a man who has saved worlds but forgotten that a boat needs water, that grown men can't float. It could be a bad amateur dramatics audition, a tasered swan, but it is not. It is a person on the floor apologetically asking for something I'm not quite sure of. Hours later, Harry sits on the sofa, but there's 2 breathing bodies by his side. These bodies have travelled hundreds of months to be here. It is a relief that would unblock sinks and worth more than any spring clean could bring. Harry's been using 1 pillowcase for 4 pillows. They take it in turns each night, redressing a place for his face, but I'm sitting on his sofa now, sat there with a mate. So Harry casts a nervous eye around and retrieves 3 embellished pillowcases from underneath the sink. Tassels hang off the corners, embroidered castles sit in the middle, and a mixture of suede and beads and fur and 100% Egyptian cotton make up the rest. It's possible that less practical pillowcases have never existed. And this is it. Seconds pass before the surfaces are stained with breath and gratitude and living. All our euphoria topples out of one-tone flower vases.